Well, if it wasn't at a hockey game, I'd say we're actually at a bit of a tennis match here tonight.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Lee Baisley joining me here for the first period intermission. Hello, everybody. If you're not here and you're watching at home, you can probably still feel the same kind of vibe as we're feeling here. You know, Lee, when we talk about this fan support, I repeat myself a lot for a reason, but coming here tonight, 4,378 in attendance, which I'm told is a sold-out capacity. That's how many people are here, but the tickets were sold out
completely. Yeah.
So, I mean, we could go on again about the fan support here, but 3-3, what an exciting game.
Yeah, it's been more. Actually, you know what? We're doing. They're making it very exciting, more than maybe I thought we would for a first period. They came out to a slow start there a little bit. I think the Sting did.
Yeah.
Never got their first shot until about 6 minutes in. But ever since then, they've just been kind of keeping the pedal down.
Yeah.
The action's been, like you said, it's kind of like a tennis, just going back and forth and back and forth. Like both teams playing really, really well and moving the puck around. And yeah, it's
there's
very
an
exciting.
interesting thing happening out there in the ice. Billy Yurchuk and I talked pregame about what kind of a game are we going to see here. You know, Flint's already in the playoffs, so they don't. You know, they're here, and you know, this was the team that we needed them to lose or we needed to beat.
Yeah.
If we'd have got to that one more game sooner, you know, but that's OHL hockey. But I still feel like both of these teams are playing to win. I don't think Flint's going, well, whatever. Right?
No, not
I
at
feel
all.
like the game is being played.
Yeah, absolutely, because Flint's even within a position, too, where they're close enough to Guelph, where they can even jump up from that 8 spot into the 7 spot, put themselves in a little bit of a better position.
Yeah.
So they're going to try everything they can to do that. And, I mean, and Sarnia's not here just to roll over and let them be a, stepping stone into 7th place. They're going to do what they can. They want to finish off their season strong as well.
Yeah.
They know that it's over at the end of the regular season, so they want to do everything they can and make some good moves and just try to put the best effort out there they can while they still can.
Well, there's a lot of talk, like we've said it a couple times. Billy and I talked again too, and Dylan Sika and Al Letang talked at the post games recently about, regardless of where we are and what's going to happen, there's still an expectation of play that has to happen, and a lot of these players might be feeling like they're on tryouts for next season.
Exactly, yeah.
So, they still want to keep things rolling and going out there and showing that the effort still exists, and I think a lot of that has to do with the integrity of this hockey team.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, you and me were talking about that Wednesday night at the game. And just like you said just now, it's kind of almost like a tryout. Nothing is certain for next season.
No.
I mean, if you're not going to produce, if you're going to show up and be lazy at these games, and you're not going to put 100% effort out there every time you step on the ice, no matter what the circumstances are, including like here now where these games don't really mean a whole lot as far as our positioning because we're mathematically out. So that part of it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
But like you said, the expectation is there. They got to produce. They got to put in the effort. And if they're not, the people who make decisions as far as who's on the ice and who's not are taking notice of that.
And while both sides are in it to win it, there's different reasons behind each one. Like you say, Flint, while they're in the playoffs, they're looking for that positioning. That's really key coming into the playoffs. Now that can make the difference of getting to the very final end of it all, to get off to a really strong start. And for somebody like Flint, who's already in a playoff position, they have to be playing like they're already in playoff hockey, I would think, in order to be ready for when they hit the ice in playoff time.
Absolutely. And like I said, they're only a couple of points behind Guelph, so they could easily jump up a spot. I'm not sure who's next up the line there, but I mean, they could jump up a spot. They could even maybe jump up 2 spots. So they have every chance to put themselves in a better position for that first round of the playoffs. So they're going to do everything they can.
Yeah. Haven't seen a lot from the referees in this one here. Other than that I think we're the only one that has had a penalty so far with Dalen Moses in there. And
that was
whatever. Honestly, here, I'm going to say it before anybody else says.
It was a good call.
I feel like Dalen wants to go. I feel like because we've seen the last few games, he's really kind of been in there and then kind of, even after he's on the bench, he's still been yipping at I feel like he's just itching to go, and he's running out of time to do it.
I think Dalen Moses, honestly, it's been a long season for him. I think he's still trying to figure out what game it is he is here to play.
Yeah, good point.
I remember in the preseason, Dalen Moses, when we brought him in from the Sioux, I mean, he was playing a very physical game. We thought he was,
got hurt.
Yeah, he got hurt. Yeah, we were talking about that, how we thought he might be our new Nolan Dillingham, the big physical presence.
Right.
But then he started producing points on the board,
Yeah.
and he was starting to play that game.
Yeah.
And it's been kind of back and forth with him all season long.
Agreed.
When he's been on the ice, when he hasn't been hurt. He does everything very, very well. So I don't know if he's just trying to find his niche and find his
there
role
really
on the team.
hasn't been a player that I would say, other than him, that's really stood out as far as that I'm the physical
No,
guy.
exactly.
Like you go back to Dillingham last season, as you mentioned. There's a guy who's here. He was here to play hockey, no doubt about it, right? As I like to say, but. If you want to go, we'll go.
Yeah.
I don't want to. I really don't want to do this. Is what I felt. But if you want it, I'm right here. And I agree. I think Dalen's kind of like in that position. We saw a little bit from I think Hurt earlier in the season. He kind of did a couple.
Trying a little bit too.
Right? So, but I don't think there's one that really stands out like a Dillingham.
There
did for
hasn't
fighting.
been all season long. But this new kid, O'Toole,
Yeah,
he
read my
loves to
mind.
throw the body around.
Yeah.
He's been a very physical presence ever since he showed up on this team. And honestly, that's one major thing that's been missing from the Sarnia Sting team all season long. And I'm liking what that O'Toole kid's putting out there.
Yeah. We talked about it on Wednesday, and actually, I always like going. Of course, I'm in the restaurant for post game, but I often like to hang around and have a beer with some of the guys that have been coming here for 20-ish years, and they're looking around, and they were all saying this. Boy, where did that O'Toole kid come from? He just kind of showed up all of a sudden. There he was. And same with Lane Sim. I think when Sim came in here, there was some high expectations, or the bar was set very high because of his father, and his brother, of course,
too,
playing for London. I know John Sim's got 2 televisions going at home when that's happening, but and then we didn't really see a lot from him.
No.
There was that expectation, a couple of goals and stuff like that. But in the last few games, I've noticed, and he's just a tiny little guy.
He is,
He's been putting his body right in front of the opposition to say, you know what, I know I'm going to get hit hard here, but this is where I need to be.
Yeah, he's not afraid of it, but with his size, he doesn't really have that to add to the team where he can go out and be that aggressive person. He'll happily step in front of you and insert himself into the play, and he's not afraid of it whatsoever. But he's definitely on the smaller side, and that's been the problem with this team. Like with the young team we've been talking about, with youth. There's not a lot of size there either, and that's been one of the main things been lacking all season long. So it's nice to see a little bit from Dalen Moses stepping up trying to do that, and this new kid O'Toole, because like I said, that's been something I've been feeling has been lacking all season long. But that's just the roster we have, and that's the hand that we've been dealt. We're not a big team this year,
right?
So they've had to find other ways to play the game.
Let's talk about Tyson Doucette. I mentioned to Billy, as Al Letang and Dylan Sika mentioned at the post-game press conferences about the silver lining of the team. The silver lining in somebody like a Tyson Doucette, who last year had 4 goals, and now tonight has hit his 23rd goal of the season, and I think 22 assists, 21 assists, right? So this kid has really shined for this team. Coming out of last year, there was an expectation. He did somewhat okay. But here he is this year. And, first goal here tonight. And what a beauty goal that was.
It was very nice.
And much needed goal because, like you said, Flint came out very quickly, got the first goal. And you could feel the room here we go again. And then, then it's tied up by Tyson Doucette. And then Flint comes back. It's saying, we're still here to play, right? And then Marko Sikic. A beautiful, it was
Sikic with the shorthander.
Shorthanded goal. Another one right off the puck drop.
Face off,
and
by Mitch Young. Yeah, that was another beauty one-timer.
And here we are, 3-3 with what are we? I think we're 9 shots on goal compared to their 8. And this is high scoring and high shots on goal for the Sarnia Sting in the first period, from what we've seen.
Absolutely, yeah, because they usually. Don't come out of the gate real strong as far as their shots. Like I said, it was over 6 minutes in before they even got their first shot off. But when Mitch Young scored that goal, I think it was 27 seconds left in the first period there to put us up 3-2.
Right.
Everyone in this building was pretty sure that we were going in the dressing room
and then
up by 1.
10 seconds, I think, left, and Flint said, "No, we're still here."
And they did it. I think 4 or 5 out of the 6 goals have all come with little one-timer shots, whether they've been the big clapper shots or just something quick, but everything just quick one-timer into the net. and it's working for both sides tonight.
Sikic's goal was a beautiful goal because he come out really strong, and the Flint Firebirds were right on top of him. And you would have expected, as I think the goalie did, to hard shot, and he just kind of went tip and just
They did, yeah.
slid it right in there and said hello.
I remember like when Marco was having a lot of success when we were doing shootouts and stuff.
Yeah.
And Letang had even said, he's got a beautiful move, but he does the exact same move every time.
Well-
They're going to get used to that. I think they got used to that, but Marco didn't pull off that move where he went backhand around the pad. He looked like he was going to, but like you said, just kind of lightly, gently, just went 5-hole on him. Goalie never saw that coming at all.
I think
It was a beautiful goal.
I think he gave the goalie a little kiss. There you go. That's what sense I got. Anyway, fabulous hockey though, as expected, and a great turnout here again from the Sarnia Sting and Flint fans here in the house. They've made the trip down. Tied 3-3 right now at the end of the first period. It's going to be exciting next 40 minutes of hockey is my prediction. Connor Burke's going to join me here next, and of course, as always, post-game press conference regardless of the outcome here tonight. So keep an eye out for that. Only one more home game as of next Friday. This will be, and then we're breaking up for the summer, you and I.
Well, we have other things we can do.
Yeah, we can do. We'll be riding motorcycles
Yeah, we
and
will.
stuff. All right, Lee, thanks for coming back and joining me. Thanks to all of you for watching as well. Don't forget to click the like and the love button. We know you love us, but click that share button so others can enjoy the broadcast here as well. As always, live from the concourse with the Sarnia Sting, I'm David Burrows. This is my friend Lee Baisley. 1, 2, 3. Go Sting, go!